this. U.S. aid, you know, the airdrop, U.S. aid drops kill at least 3 civilians in Gaza. And that stuff that killed these people and the stuff they're sending was expired food. Kill civilian in northern or northwest Gaza. This is a very... Oh, they're showing the drops right there. That's what they're showing. Yeah, that would hit somebody. That would hit and hurt somebody. Man, this is crazy. What is happening over there in Gaza? The United States is funding this. This is from The Guardian. Gaza airdrop kills civilian with parachute fails to open. Witness says. So, yeah. Oh, God. Can you imagine that dropping down without a parachute and landing on somebody? Well, you don't have to imagine because it did. Let's go to the article. And this is from, again, The Guardian. 5 people have been killed and 10 injured in Gaza when they were hit by a pallet of aid parachuted into the territory as part of a humanitarian airdrop. Witnesses said the accident happened on Friday morning near the coastal refugee camp known as Al-Shita, one of the most devastated parts of Gaza, after a parachute attached to the pallet failed to deploy properly and the partials fell on a group of men, teenagers, and young children hoping to obtain food and other supplies. Several 100,000 people are facing famine in northern Gaza, where they live amongst the ruins of their homes without sewage, electricity, or any other basic service. The casualties were taken to Gaza City's Al-Shifa hospital. The emergency room head nurse, Mohammed, said. A witness from the camp said he and his brother had followed the parachuted aid in the hope of getting a bag of flour. Then, all of a sudden, the parachute didn't open and fell down like a rock on the roof of one of the houses, said Mohammed. Quote, 10 minutes later, I saw people transferring 3 martyrs and others injured who were staying on the roof of the house where the aid package fell. The U.S. and Jordan are among the countries to have carried out airdrops in northern Gaza, where hundreds of thousands of people are facing dire conditions after more than 5 months of war. Killed by food as you're starving. Just terrible, man. This empire is something else. And they don't care. They don't care. Nothing new. Let's pivot to... Am I pivoting? Yeah. Let's go back to Twitter for some more receipts here. All right. So we're staying on Joe Biden, and we're staying on Israel, and we're staying on him being a genocidal maniac. Biden sending secret weapons. Here's the headline. Biden made 100 secret arms sales to Israel during Gaza genocide, but he wants to build a port off the coast of Gaza. Truly clown shit. I'll read along the side. This is from Mint Press News. Since the beginning of Israel's genocide of Gaza on October 7th, U.S. President Joe Biden has covertly approved more than 100 weapon sales to Gaza. Only 2 U.S. military sales to Israel have been publicly disclosed during this period. $106 million worth of tank ammunition and $147.5 million of component essentials for manufacturing 155 millimeter shells. Here is Abby Martin saying, Biden, let me just open this in the background while I read this here. Oops, I had a pop up. I know you can't see it. Abby Martin says Biden used a loophole to secretly deliver more than 100 separate weapons to Israel since October. Genocide Joe is personally overseeing the most egregious war crimes in modern history. That's Abby Martin. Let's now go to that article that she posted here. Where is this one from? This is also, oh no, this one is from Common Dream. Unconscionable. Biden has approved 100 plus arms sales to Israel in just 5 months. So you're talking 20 a month. 5 months into 100, that's 20 a month. So basically all he took was weekends off. 20 days in a month, isn't that Monday through Friday 4 times? So for the entire month, that means Biden is approving sales to Israel Monday through Friday every day for 5 months. But then he wants to build a port and get credit for that. If you people who voted uncommitted vote for this fucking jackass in November, you are truly a clown. When people ask, what do you want Joe Biden to do? The answer is stop making these weapons deals, said one campaigner. The Biden administration has approved more than 100 separate weapons sales to the Israeli government since its massive assault on the Gaza Strip began 5 months ago. Transfers that did not require congressional notification because they were each below a certain dollar amount. This is the reason why it has to be 100, because he has to do small dollar amounts so he doesn't have to tell anybody. Why are you doing small dollar amounts so people don't know? Why don't you want people to know you sending them weapons? The Washington Post reported Wednesday that the sales, which were disclosed to lawmakers during a recent classified briefing, included thousands of precision-guided munitions, small diameter bombs, bunker busters, small arms, and other lethal aid. You so used to seeing that word with weapon. Quote, only 2 approved foreign military sales to Israel have been made public since the start of the conflict. 106 million worth of tank ammunitions and 147.5 million of components needed for shells, the Post added. Quote, those sales invited public scrutiny because the Biden administration bypassed Congress to approve the packages by invoking an emergency authority. A former senior Biden administration official and the current president of the Refugee International told the newspaper that the number of sales the administration had approved over such a short period of time is extraordinary, and it suggests that the Israeli campaign would not be sustainable without the level of U.S. support. So a genocide can't happen without Joe Biden doing these secret weapons transfers, these secret weapons sales. They're not sustainable. They don't have enough weaponry to do this. Truly amazing. Quote, the U.S. cannot maintain that. On the one hand, Israel is a sovereign state that's making its own decisions, and we're not going to second guess them. And on the other hand, transfer this level of armament in such a short time and somehow act as if we are not directly involved. Weapons to a government starving and displacing millions of civilians. Weapons to an army that has killed 25,000 women and children. That's what Joe Biden is doing. He's supplying weapons to that government. News of the secretive arms sales comes as human rights advocates and progressive lawmakers such as Bernie Sanders are pressing the Biden administration to cut off all military aid to Israel, pointing to U.S. law and White House policy barring the transfer of weapons to human rights violators. These people are depraved. These people have no conscience.